college seniors really shows up in finals. You ever talk to a college freshman during finals week? They're like, yeah, I got a final and I got a paper and I got a test and I got a final and I got a paper and a test. You talk to a senior that same week of college, they're gonna be like, man, I woke up this morning, it was 11 o'clock p.m. Hi, my name is Zeke Craven. I'm a senior here at Friends University. I'll be graduating on Saturday with a degree in zoo science. I also do stuff with our theater program, and today I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about how to be funny. Comedy essentially has three major keys, and we're going to break those three down a little bit. The first one being audience, knowing who it is that you're trying to entertain, trying to make laugh, know a bit about those people. I'm not talking about like doing some surveys or any kind of major research or anything, just who are they, what do they find appealing, and what is interesting to them. Doing a lot of stuff here at Friends University, we're talking to a lot of students, or we're talking to people who are interested in seeing performances of some kind or other. Maybe where you are, you're talking to a different group of people. If you're talking to fellow students in high school, or fellow students at the college that you're going to currently, or your own family, what is interesting to them, what is relevant with them, and knowing how that works. The second thing is delivery. So how you deliver your material drastically is going to set aside how it's perceived. So the delivery ranges from knowing what it is that you're talking about to how you present yourself when you're talking about it to where it is that you're doing all these things. All of that comes together into the delivery of the joke and the delivery of the piece, whatever it is that you're doing. And it's not necessarily just a standard knock knock who's there kind of a joke, although those can be great, but knowing how to tell stories and how to deliver that artfully. The best way to tell stories is you want to make it dynamic, you want to make it interesting. Looking at your audience when you're talking to them, those are all going to be big things to do. Knowing what to do with your arms, but not doing too much with your arms, because then it gets distracting. Little things like that can all be very helpful in delivering the material. The third thing is timing. And that's about knowing where the punchline of your joke is and why that's funny. This ties a little bit to your delivery in that you gotta know what your joke is and why it's funny, but the timing of it and the punchline of it and the real crux of the humor is really what you're all building to. Don't be afraid to let a joke build to a point, but also don't overbuild to a point. There's a really good balance that you can find in there, and with practice you can get really good at your timing. Yeah, some of you guys saw where I was going with that. So knowing how to let things build, but you don't want to build for too long either, and there's a balance in there. Finding that balance is the key component of timing that'll really set your joke up to the next level. You can have all of your audience information known super well. Your delivery can be really great and you can know all your material super well, but if you mess up your timing of things, then your joke will just kind of fall flat. The fourth key to comedy that you didn't see coming, because I told you there were only three, is surprise. What? You see what I did there? That's where you gotta add your own flair to something, make it interesting, give it some pizzazz. If you watch different comedians do stuff, or if you watch different people who are funny, they all add a little bit of flair to different things. Some of them wear quirky outfits, some of them have weird hand gestures, some of them do music, some of them have mic stands with no mics in them. We all do different things to sort of set ourselves apart and give sort of some unique flair to it. So find what yours is. It may be different than mine, it may be different than everyone else's, but find what makes you you and utilize that in your comedy. So those are essentially the main keys to comedy. I hope that you learned some things from this, or at least were entertained by this, and there's some good takeaways for you to use in your comedic life, but also just sort of in your day-to-day life as you're moving forward with this. Those key comedy components that we talked about are audience, delivery, timing, and surprise! On behalf of the fine arts people at Friends University, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button there. And if you want to hit up the comments and let us know how you're using these components of comedy in your own day-to-day life, we'd love to hear all about that, and we'd love to see you at Friends University.